Hi, my name is David Sterling. I'm a medically retired United States Army veteran, and this is my shop, which is home to Iron Hand Woodworks. So originally I'm a native of Northern California, little town of Placerville, which is situated on Highway 50, about halfway between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe. In early 2001, I joined the Army and was stationed in Fort Riley, which is in Northeast Kansas. And in late 2003, I deployed to Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom with 1st Infantry Division. And I was wounded in April of 2004 in the Al-Anbar province of Iraq, and I was medically retired from the Army December of that same year. But woodworking has kind of been consistent with me to help get my creative side out. So September of 2003, I deployed with 1st Battalion, 16th Infantry Regiment from Fort Riley, Kansas, to the Al-Anbar province of Iraq. I was a Bradley gunner, and a Bradley is a tracked vehicle, armored personnel carrier with a turret and weapon system on the top, and I was the gunner in the Bradley. And so April 6th, 2004 came. We got a call of a Marine convoy that was attacked, and they needed help. So we took our Bradley down to their location. Once we stopped, an individual popped up behind a wall about 15 yards to our right side and launched a rocket-propelled grenade at our Bradley. It struck right where the turret and the hull meet. It entered the Bradley there. It took my lieutenant's right leg at the knee, and it took my hand off at the wrist. So because we were so far out of our sector, it took about 45 minutes for our guys to get to us to help pull us out, the main group of them. So during that time, I tried to control my lieutenant's bleeding in my own and return fire one-handed until guys came to pull us out. So within 48 hours, I was in Walter Reed Army Medical Center, which is just outside of Washington, D.C., and underwent some surgeries and rehabilitation. That lasted about 6 months. And then I returned to my unit at Fort Riley, and I helped out with day-to-day operations of Rear Detachment Battalion, you know, where the majority of your assigned forces are deployed overseas. So I did that until December of 2004, and at that time I was medically retired as a sergeant from the Army, and you know, I've held all kinds of jobs, done all kinds of things since then. Like I said earlier, I was a volunteer firefighter for 13 years. I remodeled a couple of houses. I worked on Fort Riley, helping to train soldiers to deploy, and now I'm in Southeast Kansas making bowls. In 2021, I heard of a group called VetsTurn. And VetsTurn exists to introduce U.S. combat veterans to woodturning. And so after an application process, I was selected as one of the recipients for last year. And being a recipient meant that I received a lathe and some tools and all the things that I needed to get started into woodturning. Being a recipient of VetsTurn, the lathe that I was given was a Laguna 1216 MIDI lathe. So my experience with the 1216 was a new learning curve, but the smooth operation of the Laguna products, the infinite variable speed, the power control, everything that encompasses a Laguna wood lathe
has made the learning curve for me so much flatter. And so after making a bunch of bowls with my 1216, we upgraded to this Laguna 1836 Revo, and it has been an amazing upgrade. The most interesting thing about it is the difference between the 1836 and the 1216 is just the size. The way that they operate, the power, everything else, there was no learning curve that I had to relearn a new machine. The machine helps make what I make possible. You know, without a quality machine, then I wouldn't be making quality products. But I love seeing the grains and the curls and the knots and the twists come out as I'm removing wood. And just the simple fact of removing the wood and having the chips fly, you know, it's just that calming effect, that peaceful tranquility of being in the moment and watching this piece come to life before my eyes. You know, and even having a prosthetic, I can't turn wood traditionally the way a lot of people do, but being focused on succeeding in wood turning has just driven me to figure out new ways how to wood turn the most safely and effective way possible. So having that open mind while I'm creating is an important part of what I do, because things change and evolve all the time. There's new tools that come out, new techniques, new ideas, and being open to those possibilities can only aid what I'm trying to accomplish. Wood turning is also another good therapy for me. You know, like I said, it allows me to be creative to where my disability doesn't hamper my creativity. And so, you know, I had a lot of reservations about starting a business. I've never done that before. But because of the loving support of my wife and family and people like VetsTurn and Laguna and people that have just come together to support individuals like myself, to give us the opportunity to try and find something else that we can fall in love with and find some peace in and serenity and healing, I think that it's huge. So, you know, yes, I create these bowls, but I wouldn't have had this opportunity without the help of so many other people, and specifically the support of my family. You know, and so I'm in no way a subject matter expert on wood turning, but it's something that I'm passionate about and something that I enjoy. And if I can share it with another guy or gal and it helps them in the way that it helps me, then it's totally worth it. You know, and trying to find my purpose again after the military and where I belong in the world outside of being a husband and a father, you know, is something that has been lacking in my life for a long time. And being associated with VetsTurn put me in direct contact with like-minded individuals and fellow veterans. That fellowship builds this whole new community and opens doors to so many different possibilities. You know, so I think everybody wants the quick answer, but there's no quick answer. It's a culmination of events that have led us down the path to wherever we're at. And we have to have the presence of mind to either accept the change or deny it. And so if you're open-minded to change and you're willing to experience new things, the new possibilities are abound. I'm very proud of my time in the military. I'm very proud of the people that I served with and fought next to, bled with, cried with. You know, it was a huge honor of my life. My time in the military is an important aspect of who I am today, but it doesn't define who I am today. You know, had I not been hurt that day, who's to say that I wouldn't have been hurt worse or killed another day? You know, so my path was predetermined a long time ago. And so I do feel very blessed to be where I'm at and have experienced the things I have, because they've helped evolve me into the person that I am now. And without those struggles and hardships and challenges, you know, who knows what path I would have gone down. So, you know, I've got a loving, caring family that is very supportive in everything I do.
And I've met a lot of great people along the way, and I continue to meet great people and experience amazing things. And so no, you know, I try to live my life regret-free. I don't regret joining the military or going to war or getting hurt. You know, I do feel like I have a purpose on this earth, and obviously I'm still here, so my purpose hasn't been fulfilled. So I just try and live the best I can from day to day and help people when I can, and do the best that I'm able to, and just try and live life to the fullest.